Hello everyone, welcome to Rasa Academy. Today we are going to discuss about contract costing. We have a question which we can see here. Shankar Construction Limited has undertaken construction of a bridge. The contract price being 65 lakh. The details relating to contract are as follows. So Shankar Construction is a company or a firm which has undertaken construction of a bridge. As all of us know, contract costing is basically done or accounted for all the construction. Majorly, usually it is accounted or calculated for all the building related purpose or wherever contract is involved. Okay. So Shankar Construction Limited has undertaken construction of a bridge. The contract price being how much? 65 lakh. This is obviously rupees. Okay. In Indian context we are talking about. So it is 65 lakh rupees. The details relating to the contract are as follows. We have particulars, amount, materials bought, how much it is, 16 lakh 50,000, materials sent from stores, labor cost, direct expense, hire and use plant, general overhead allocated, materials on hand at the end of the period. This is very important. Materials on hand at the end of the period. Wages accrued at the end of the period. Wages, yeah. So how much is remaining at the end of the period? How much is remaining? Material, how much is there with us, right? Direct expense accrued at the end of the period. What are the other expenses? Yeah, direct expenses, of course. Yeah. Cost of work certified by architect. So if at all your construction should be said as okay, this much is completed, 90% it has completed. What we should do, how we have to tell that? In general sense, what happens? I'll tell my friend, I'm constructing my house, it is already 75% to construction is over. I have only 25% more remaining and that will get over by 2 months. Okay, how will you certify that? How will you tell that it is 75%? Who has to tell that? I'm not a civil engineer, I'm not an architect, but how I will get to know? In general, I can say whatever I want, I can talk whatever I want, but when it comes to books of accounts, accountability, you can't simply talk something and all. There should be authentication. There should be authentication. Someone should say that okay, this much is completed. How much amount? This much particulars of amount actually we have completed. Cost of work uncertified. How much is not yet certified? Cash received by the contract. These are the information we have got here. You are required to show contract account, contractee account, work in progress account, and show work in progress appear in the balance sheet. Remember the last point, that is show work in progress appear in the balance sheet. They just want us to show where it comes. They don't want us to tally the balance sheet because there is no other information which is given with regard to balance sheet. Okay, some students may get confused here. What is this? Why call? And someone may make a statement also that is in cost accounting that is not necessary that balance sheet should tally. No, nothing like that. It is about the information which is given in the question and how it appears in the balance sheet. That's all. The same thing doesn't happen in real world. This is for our information whether you have understood or not. So this is what the question speaks about. I guess we are good to start. We will start with the working note first. Just a second. Yes, working note. it is better every time, it is better that we start our problems by finishing off all the working note which is required to complete the main account, to do the main account. Okay, what working note I have to do? Okay, what are the working note I need is first one is calculation of actual profit. But to calculate actual profit, what is the formula? I don't know, because now I have to calculate what is the percentage of work which has completed. Okay, that information is given here. That information we have to find out. That means the formula, even the formula, can be considered later. What I will do, I will just keep the format ready, and I will just go further. Okay, so better we start with our contract account. Okay, and just a little bit of formations. Yes, good to start. Particulars, amount, particulars, and amount. Okay. Yes. Small formation is required so that our work will become easy. Okay. Just yes. Okay, then Shankar Constructions. Shankar Constructions also I will merge in center, and I will bold it. Yeah. Then let's consider this much information is required, so I will form the table as well. Yes, so good to start. We have to check what are the information given to us. Okay, let's see. Material spot 16,50,000. This will be our first information which we need to consider at this particular place, that is debit side. To materials bought, how much? 16,50,000. Okay, so but we may need some workings. So what I will do, I will just insert another column here. Entire column. Yeah, a smaller one, not a bigger one. Yes. Yeah. So here also same thing I will do. I will just insert a column. Okay, so this is important because amount yeah, two materials bought. Next, two materials sent from stores. Where this information is given, we know it's been given here. Material sent from stores. How much? 4 lakh. So what do you mean by that? We have received from a warehouse or whatever, where actually the good is there. From there we have received how much? 4,000, 40,000, 4 lakh. Next, to labor cost. How much? 20 lakh. Of course, labor cost is what we need to look into. To labor cost. How much? We have 20 lakh. And 20 lakh. Can I consider directly at the outside column? No, I can't consider that because I have wages accrued at the end of the period. Even this amount should be paid to the laborers. So even I need to consider that particular amount. Most probably while considering, just a second, to labor cost, add wages accrued, which we have not yet valued at the time of taking the overall wages, and all those things will be there. So that is the reason. 20 lakh plus 37,500 is nothing but 20 lakh 37,500. Good to go to the outer column. Okay. Next what we have? We have direct expenses. How much it is? 1,25,000. Can I take direct expenses directly? No, I can't take that because I have direct expenses accrued at the end of the period once again. How much? 7,500. So what I will do, I have to add both. To direct expenses. How much? How much is direct expenses? 1,25,000. This is given. Then add direct expense accrued. Direct expense accrued. How much? 7,500. What will be the total? 1,25,000 plus 7,500. How much? 1,32,500. Then what we have? We'll just check what are the information. Hire and use plant. What do you mean by that? You have taken it for a lease, or you have, in construction usually you would have taken it for a hire basis purpose, because construction period is not for 20-30 years. Usually it will be for a minimum period, maybe for 5, max to max 6, right? But like bigger constructions like metro and all those things may go up to 20-30 years, but still 20 years, 25 years, yeah, even in Bangalore we can see that. But even then they may consider it for a leasing purpose as well as hire purchase also. So that we will consider. To hire and use plant. They are using it. How much? What is the amount? 60,000. Anything to add there? Nothing, because no other information is given. I will just consider directly. How much? 60,000. Okay. Next, to general overhead. General overhead allocated 1,75,000. To general overhead. How much allocated? How much? 1,75,000. 1,75,000. Any other expenses which is there here, which prevails here? No. I guess we are good to go to the credit side of the account. How much? By at the end, how much is remaining? Right? Materials in hand. Materials in hand. Materials in hand is how much? Materials on hand at the end of the period is 31,500. See here, material bought is 16,50,000. Material sent from stores is 4 lakh. After all the construction work is almost whatever, how much percentage over is over at the end of the period, accounting period, how much is remaining with us is 31,500. Then by work in progress account. What comes here? Here we consider how much work has been certified, how much work has not yet certified, which is still going on, right? So work certified, sorry, cost, yeah, work certified is how much? 55 lakh. How much is work uncertified? Work uncertified, how much is there? Work uncertified, it is 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Total 56 lakh. Correct? Yeah. Now what we will do, we will just add 56 lakh plus 31,500. How much? 56 lakh 31,500. 56 lakh 31,500. We'll just deduct 56 lakh 31,500 less 16 lakh 50,000 less 4 lakh less 20 lakh. This is for making you understand how I'm doing the calculation. 60,000 minus 1 lakh 75,000. So we have considered everything. We'll check how much is remaining. Remaining amount which we have is 11 lakh 76,500. Let me, yes, see this one, 11 lakh 76,500. What is this? This is the balancing figure. And here in contract account, the balancing figure, we call it as to notional profit. To notional profit. Why it is notional? We don't know the actual. We don't know the actual is the major reason why we consider it as a notional profit. Here 55 lakh is given, 1 lakh is given. So what I will do, I will just consider it as, I will just consider it as 56 lakh is the actual amount which is overall work in progress. So up to 90% we have completed the work, from 50 to 90. So in contract account there is a formula, from 50 to 90% if the work is completed, then I will consider how much amount. See, I will just show you the calculation. The overall amount is 56 lakh. Okay, you just calculate 90% of it. How much you will get? Into 0.9. How much? 50 lakh 40,000. How much work is certified? 55 lakh, and we have 1 lakh remaining. So of course right? So it is more than uh, the amount what we need to consider. So as they have not yet given the percentage, they have not given the percentage, what I will do, I will just calculate with 90% of the work completion. Okay, 55 lakh they have given, of course, but still I can consider 50 lakh 40,000, almost very huge amount, I know, for like 50,000, but still can be considered up to 90%, because they have not given us the total calculation and we don't know actually how much anta, right? We don't know how much is actually certified. So that is the reason I will just consider the actual profit is equal to notional profit into 2 by 3 into cash received divided by work certified. How to calculate now? That is equal to notional profit. How much we have considered notional profit? 11,76,500 into 2 by 3 into cash received. How much cash we have received? 44 lakh, if I am not wrong. 44 lakh divided by work. How much we have they have certified? Architect 55 lakh. Correct? So how much it will be is equal to 11,76,500 into 2 by 3 multiplied by 44 lakh divided by 55 lakh. Close the bracket. 6,27,466.6667. I have to reduce the number. Yes, 6,27,467. I have just rounded it off. This is our actual profit. Then what I have to do? Just go for further. They have told us to calculate, show the working of contractee account as well. Yes. Yes. So what we have to consider here? How much is the balance which we need to consider here? How much cash is received? Cash received is 44 lakh. Contractee should consider that particular amount here, right? So by cash account, cash or bank, whatever holds good here. Okay, outer column 44 lakh. Anything else? Nothing major. So 2, no other information given. Balance carried down. How much? Let's see. Small calculation. Okay, balance carried on. Next, which one? Work in progress account. We know what is work in progress. We have considered that how much by work in progress account, outer column, we have considered 56 lakh here, right? I will just shade it. This is a very important information which we should know. It is at the credit side. We need to consider at the debit side, obvious. Dual entry system of accounting. Every debit has every credit entry. Every credit entry has its debit entry. Why that is done? Because to have a maximum clarity and to make sure that nowhere business misses out the information. Okay, so obviously from where we have taken the work in progress, from to contract account. How much we have to consider? No need to show the working there, directly you can put 56 lakh, 1600, 56, 5 lakh 60, 56 lakh. Okay, where does this go? Okay, so where does this go? Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. What we have to consider here? Important thing, that is notional profit. We have calculated actual profit as well. Where does this actual profit should go? Based on that, we will be able to do work in progress. Why I have done work in progress first? Because to show the actual working, how actually it happens, from where does the amount come from, right? So to show that, we have calculated actual profit as well. Further, we have to do the calculation here, which we will do it now, and you will have a clarity, okay, from where it has come, why it has come, right? That is the reason this work in progress I have done, and now we will be doing it. What exactly should go there as well? Okay, so we have calculated actual profit. That should obviously go to P&L account, profit and loss account. How much actual profit is? How much we have calculated? 6,27,467. 6,27,467. I will just highlight this so that you understand the differentiation between two accounts. Okay, to P&L account. We know that by notional profit was the balancing figure over there. Notional profit is how much? Notional profit is 11,76,500. So obviously 11,76,500 here, 11,76,500 here as well. 11,76,500 less the actual profit, that is 6,27,467, is how much? 5,49,033. So this should go to work in progress account. This is profit, we should go to reserves. There are only two places where profit can go, right? So one is P&L, one is reserve. Profit in reserves, how much? 5,49,33. Where I have to send it to? I have to send it to work in progress account. Come back to work in progress. Yes, by contract account. Contract account, how much? We know 5,49,033. 56 lakh right. Can I consider directly? No, because we have one more account which is transferred to reserve, 50,50,967. This is by balance carried down. We can consider this as balance carried down. Okay, so yes, let's give it a table format. One more thing which is remaining is where does you can show all this information or required information in the balance sheet. Okay, we know this is not the format which is currently prevailing, right? As per Companies Act 2013 Schedule 3, we have a different format which we will do the balance sheet in, but this is to show exactly where does the amounts are considered. So that is the reason. No need to do that as per that format. This is more than enough, because this is only to show the working and not the actual balance sheet, right? So that is very important. What are the information which can be considered here? Work in progress, that is of course the assets which we can consider. Work certified is how much? 55 lakh. Then work uncertified or not yet certified, whatever, 1 lakh. Correct? Yes. Total will be how much? 50, we know, plus 1 lakh is how much? 56 lakh. Control B to bold it. Less profit in reserve. So just to show the working, that's all we know. 5,49,033. How much it will become? 56 lakh less 5,49,33. How much? 50,50,967 less cash received. How much cash has been received? 44 lakh. lakh 6,50,967. Okay, so this is the working which we have to see and how does it work. Okay, hope we have understood the overall working. Further, in other videos we will calculate some other problems of contract account. Thank you everyone. Good day.